I can't hear you, bro.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yes.
You hear me now? Yeah. Sorry, I've been indulging on the rum a little bit. I've put too much rum with the Coke tonight.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, man! Fantastic stuff. Welcome to Arsenal above all. Yes, I've been on the rum and Coke. It's only been a couple of minutes since full time, but I'm on it. I'm hitting it hard, man. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. I've got Mac with me. How you doing, Mac? You okay, bro?
Feeling good, obviously. And why not? It's been a long time since I've actually enjoyed a Premier League match. We talked about it before. Champions League matches are nice. Premier League matches are stress. But today, they've ended the year very nicely.
You can actually watch this game back, and you know, especially the second half. You know, obviously we'll talk about the first half and how bad that was. But yes, thank you, Mac. You know, welcome back to the show. Arsenal putting out a statement win and avenging that really bitter defeat against Aston Villa a few weeks back with a 4-1 thumping. Wow, second half, man, second half of dreams and some magical stuff from some of the old boys who we've had questions about. You know, obviously Odegaard and Jesus. But we'll talk about that, you know, in a matter of time. Thanks for everyone who's joining tonight. We've had a few comments in the chat already. We're going to be going through our Arsenal Above All 2025 awards. So we're going to be going through just a couple of categories: best player, we think of the year, unsung hero, breakthrough player, best signing, most improved, defensive player, the best goal, and the best performance, whether that's individual or team. And we'll run through some of those. So thanks for everyone who's joining us tonight. But let's get on it. Let's get on it. Arsenal 4, Aston Villa 1, sent Villa packing. Unai wanting to get his seat on the coach. He didn't even hang around to, you know, to wave, you know, not to wave, to shake Mikel Arteta's hand.
What's that about?
Seemed like his whole coaching staff did as well, because I think Arteta was looking around for somebody to shake hands with, and he's looking around and he couldn't see anyone. So I don't know what happened there, whether he got some grief from the fans who like to have a go at the away team in the dugout there. He just apparently he showed off. But let's see if the roles were reversed. Pretty sure that that's the first question that they would ask, Arteta or well, why don't you shake, Thingy's hand? So let's see what happens in the post-match stuff, which we will obviously filter through. But wow, what a win, man! 4-1, and obviously the big news was the fact that obviously it's always the big news, the team news, the fact that Declan Rice went down with a knee problem. So obviously I was losing my head. I think most people were thinking, what the hell we're going to do? Who's going to play right back? Some people were floating Zubimendi could be there, and with Arteta's fixation of playing midfielders at right back when there's a problem. Obviously, we saw that with Thomas Partey over the last couple of seasons. But always great to see this man, that warrior there, Gabriel. But what's your thoughts just on how that first half played out, Matt? Because obviously we'll just wrap it up in a bow because it was kind of a strange one. But for me, it was that midfield. You're looking at the midfield of three 100%. There, lack of kind of physical aspect of it and athleticism as well. The fact that there wasn't that much running power there, recovery, pace there as well. And we saw that in that first half, probably after the first 20 minutes, where Villa was sort of just bypassing our midfield a lot. But what was your thoughts just on, the setup and just how that first half transpired, man? Because I was really worried.
I second what you say, really. I think if you're going to lose Rice, you've got to bring in someone who's like a physical guy. Obviously, Rice, let's be honest, is one of the best midfielders in the world. We know that. That's without a shadow of a doubt. But if you're going to bring in a guy who is going to come in and take his place, please stop putting on Mourinho. His fixation on Mourinho is ridiculous. And he got run through like a bit of hot butter. Every time they had the ball, they just run through the middle. And they just kept doing that. Hoofing the ball to the middle, and then the guy just runs through. They had their chances as well. Second half, apart from obviously the goal and the missed goal, for the most part, when we obviously were passive then anyway, for the most part, that was their only route to goal. And Mourinho was not up to the task. He doesn't challenge. He's not fast. If you've got a yellow card, he's not good enough. And for me, I don't understand why Norgard doesn't come on. Norgard was the captain of Brentford, the captain. This guy on every single game. He's so physical, so strong. His pass and his movement, his vision, even his throws. He brings so much to the table. He never gets a game. So, I totally agree with you that, we suffered because of that. And because of that lack of focus with that, sorting out the midfield and not sorting out quickly. I know he's not going to take anyone off before halftime, but not sorting that out quickly. It was a pretty even game, really. And then obviously we talk about every time we talk to each other offline. It's the Gyökeres story. The Gyökeres situation is not changing. And yet we've got Jesus there ready to go. And we're going to talk about second half. And and we've got Kai Havertz back now. I see him train every time. Get these people on. Take the pressure of Gyökeres. Sit him down. Let him just come on as an impact player. And so, because every week now, all these media outlets are talking about Gyökeres is rubbish. Just sit him down, give him chance and space just to come on. But I think those are the two areas where we were massively lacking. Midfield, picking the wrong person to cover Rice, and having someone up front who was could pick up the ball. Yeah. You saw a chance that Gyökeres had to hold up the ball. He lost it, and then he scored from it. It was crazy.
It was really, that was really bad. I mean, in that situation, I remember watching it, and I think Gabriel had the ball and he had it for about 5 seconds, and there was no movement whatsoever. There was nobody was moving, and Gyökeres was the only one that kind of was like, okay, look, I'm just going to move, and he went, and Constance followed him. Yeah. And then obviously he nicked it off of him, and they almost got in and scored. So for me, it was kind of like there was so dysfunctional that there was no synergy and there's no chemistry there at all going forward. No. And is it all down to one man? If it is down to just one individual being there, then what? Again, I keep asking the question: what are we doing in training? What are we doing during the week? And then when we go to a game, it just looks so dysfunctional. It just looks so like two different parts of a puzzle where it just doesn't fit. You've got the defensive side, and obviously you've got, the front, the only, I think Trossard was on it in the first half.
Yeah.
Saka was a ghost. He ghosted that first half. I don't know what was going on with that
He's
guy.
having a terrible few games, isn't it? What's going on with that guy? Do you see his shot? It's like he was trying to hit the upper tip. What's he doing?
Yeah,
I don't know. All he had to do is get on target. It would have been in.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there with him. And obviously Yorker is struggling, getting headers. He had a header I thought he could have done better with. But for me, it's just kind of weird that, all of a sudden this system doesn't work like it should. And then obviously as soon as Jesus comes in or someone everything kind of clicks and stuff. So I think you're right. I think probably it's got to a point now that he's going to probably have, his minutes are going to be limited now. He probably knows that, Jesus is going to come back into the side. Obviously Havertz was on the bench and probably wasn't anywhere near actually getting minutes. But then you think, okay, well, he's got on the bench in place of Ethan, which we'll talk about, later on. But yeah, that first half, man, was just so clunky. I thought, you could probably count on one hand the players that probably could say did okay. I thought Nketiah did all right. Saliba did all right. Gabriel was okay, but he was getting involved in silly little battles and skirmishes with Watkins, which wasn't necessary because you know what Watkins is like. He'll end up and nick one, and that's what he did at the end. And I thought Marino, man, just was. I obviously don't know what I'm watching because I don't know what that guy brings. He's got no pace, he's got no athleticism, he's got no strength. He bundles himself to the floor as soon as he gets a sort of a touch. He's kind of had a little bit of a purple patch when he's played as this kind of full striker, but that's not what he's been bought for. So people are saying, but he's not been bought for that. He was specifically bought to play in midfield as a left 8 or whatever it was, and it's not worked out. And whenever this guy plays in midfield, we just get run through too easy if there's no legs around him. And for me, it kind of focused. Yes, we do have Norgard, we do have even Miles. You could say you can play in midfield if you wanted to, but they don't seem to trust him with that. But I think we need to get someone with the same sort of a similar profile to Rice, but someone who can cover the ground quickly, because all the other ones, they can't do it. No, Odegaard can cover the ground, but he's not got the. When it comes to like a 50-50 or whatever, he doesn't want to know. He's not going to put his body in to try and win the ball or try and get things back in his favour.
He shouldn't really. He's fragile.
So for me, we need someone like that. Not obviously the identical profile, but someone who can cover ground pretty quickly and who's technically secure as well. And I know there's one or two people that we're looking at. Yeah, but you saw today, man. If Rice is out for any long period of time, and we play your first half like that, obviously Villa were on the on-form team, but if we play like that, obviously with some of the big games we've got coming up, obviously we've got Liverpool coming up as well. We're going to be in a bit of trouble, man, because that midfield just wasn't. It wasn't doing it. It wasn't doing it. It wasn't doing it at all.
I mean, what I'd say about that is a couple of things. So first of all, I think you're right that we need to bring someone in. I think he's made that clear he's going to bring someone in, and I think the only area really where we haven't got real quality cover is through the middle. Let's be honest. If you've got Norgard there, who's brilliant for me, should play more. But box to box, we haven't got someone like the Rice profile. So we 100% need to buy someone. We know Berta's on it. I think we're going to hopefully get one of these young guys we're talking about. I didn't say but
sorry, Brian. I'll let you down, man. I went too hard, man. Before you messed up the intro, man. 40% run.
I think also as well. I think the thing with Gyökeres, we said this offline, haven't we? I don't think in training that, from what people are seeing, that they trust him. That's why he's not getting the ball. The ball that Odegaard, obviously, he played his best game of the season, probably. The ball he gave to Zubimendi, that's a man who trusts Zubimendi to put it in the back of the net.
Yes.
That is a pinpoint pass to him. The passes that are going to even the passes, not even forget Odegaard, just everybody. The way that Jesus scored in 30 seconds is because they trust him. And see how they're hugging him and loving him and all the rest of it. They trust this man to score. And he doesn't even need much. He literally was virtually static. And he just knows how to whip it so that it goes in the back of the net. So they trust these people, but they don't, for some reason, trust Gyökeres, because every time, I'm telling you now, what they see in training makes them think, I don't want the ball to go to this guy, because we know that he can't do what we need him to do.
Yeah. You're right. It could be that we see little clips, of them training, and they're all happy and stuff.
Yeah, it's all fluff.
There's he doesn't do himself any favors as well. There's a couple of moments in the second half when I think Odegaard's through, and he just doesn't seem to be making a purposeful run in either direction, and he's just
too predictable
along, and he's not doing anything cute like dropping his shoulder in and going that way, or slowing down and then going again. There's nothing sort of cute about him. It's just very sort of rudimentary type of player, really. And kind of feel let down, because obviously I wanted him to come and everything, and want him to connect and score the goals, but he just looks like he's just not at the right level. Then when you see
I think he needs to sit down. I think he needs to come on for 20 minutes a game, and I think realistically he just needs to get used to the way that things are played. I think that's the only way we're going to do it. He's not going to do a Kai Havertz. He's not going to do a Jesus. It's obvious that that's not going to happen, and he may not even ever do it. That's the reality that we as Arsenal fans have to realise, that actually the 60 million was not a guarantee of goals. It might be a situation where we gambled and we lost. So we just have to understand that this is a situation that's going to be a project. I don't think he's going to do it this season. We see that. But I think we just need to, now that Kai Havertz is back, now that Jesus is back, he needs to sit down. I think, and that's the hard decision that Arteta has to make, because, like I said, the Liverpool game at home, whilst we should win that, because we're at home and we don't lose at home, you have to have someone who scores the goals. Jesus, if he was on for longer, would have scored at least 2 or 3. We would have been outside, 100%. So you just need to make the hard decisions.
Yeah.
You're not to change
and agree. Yeah, he said he should have started with Norgard, our bench.
Like I said, definitely.
Steve says Marino, it's not Rice, and that is okay. He's still a useful midfield.
But is he? He slows the game.
I mean, he keeps things tidy. There was a pass map. James, who come on the show, he put him on the group chats, and there's a pass map of Marino in the first half, and it's like one pass that was made in the penalty area, and it was right at the apex of the penalty area. It wasn't in the centre. It was right on the side, on the left hand side of it, and everything else was short, sideways, short, left, short, right, and backwards. It was nothing sort of going, vertically. And it's like, you've got this guy in there. The guy that he's replacing technically is Rice. What would his pass map look like? It will look completely different. With a lot more stuff happening, in the final third. So, for me, yes, he's a body. If things get really sort of sticky, when you need to throw someone on like 20 minutes to kind of secure stuff, maybe, but and give people a breather. But I think after tonight, you can't play that guy in midfield, man. He's not against that type of opposition as well, where they're very athletic, and Rodgers and Arno, we're just running past us like no one's business.
I just think the style of way people play against us, his style, he's not. If he was like in Hincape and he would challenge and he'd win the ball, then it's a completely different ball game. You can let him off for being slow, because that's obviously what Partey was like. Partey wasn't particularly fast, but he'd always win the ball back, always. Yeah. And if you're going to be a slow person, which we know Marino is, you've got to win the ball back. You've got to. Otherwise, your position becomes redundant. And I just saw, obviously, Steve said about Gyökeres wanting to run to the ball. You can't do it in this league. You can't. I'm sorry. You've got to understand that everyone plays the low block against us. Everyone knows what we're capable of. We're top of the league. Everyone knows we're dangerous. Everyone plays very differently to us. Look at Chelsea compared to all their games at the moment. They drew again. They've lost games. They lost against these guys. He's not going to get the ball run onto him. We just have to. The only time we've seen him have that situation is against, was it Leeds, the start of the season, I think, where he scored that goal, we run onto him, and he's put 2 kicks and scored goals. That is a rarity.
Against Burnley as well, against the Burnley away, where they were kind of
he's come up. So he needs to change his style. It's not about. I don't think it's about service. I think he needs to realise if he wants to succeed in this league, Gyökeres, he needs to change his style. Stop worrying about running onto the ball. You're not going to get it like that. You need to get the ball, grab it, or if you get the ball past you, you need to create. You can't wait for a 2-3 steps. You've got to just do it and just smash it. Like, you should take lessons from either Wrighty coming in or even Jesus talking with them. You've got to help this guy out because I feel like he's a bit isolated. He's with the team, but I feel like he's isolated in the help that he needs.
Yeah, I think like what Brian says here, the difference is Gyökeres, he is an actual, centre forward, leader of the line. You had someone like Watkins. You saw him on the other side, what he was doing, and it was similar. He was feeding off scraps. Got in a couple of times. It's just that he's a little bit more mobile and maybe easier on the eye than Gyökeres is. So you can see that
position is better as well.
So, but you could see that they're both kind of having the same kind of game. Having the second chances. The difference is obviously Watkins got on the end of a chance. So there's me at halftime thinking, okay, he's got to drag Marino off. He's got to make at least 2 or 3 changes. He doesn't. He keeps everybody out, and we're thinking, what's this guy doing? £13 million a year. He got a clue. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And then obviously we win our first corner, and obviously the man, the myth, the legend, Gabriel comes back. He's like the John Wick of the penalty area because everybody goes berserk when he's there. And
what did I say? What did I say to you before this game about Big Gabby? What did I say? And I've said it already, just offline just now. What did I say he'll do to our team? What did I say?
He's I think that's, to be fair, that's what Alan Smith said. He gave him man of the match, not necessarily for his goal, but it was just his leadership and just how he just went out there and just battled for everything. And we missed that. We 100% missed that. And
he will save our season. He literally will single-handedly. This guy is the difference between a clean sheet or literally keeping them to 1 goal, or people conceding for fun. The only goal that was conceded the whole game by us was when he was off the pitch. That's my case. This guy is a mountain. I knew he was going to score that goal because I saw. Is it Bendia? What's his name?
Bendia,
They're all short guys for the most part, apart from the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper didn't get it. Forget the rest of them. And obviously, he did the magic. He did the magic he's been doing all season. And we've missed him dearly. I don't think if he played at Villa away that they would have scored the winner. I think it would have been a draw.
There's
no way that he was going to let a ball in, and he's just in that space, isn't he? He's just magical.
Yeah, a massive difference. And then obviously we hit them again with that, like you said, that pass that Odegaard made to Zubimendi. A great bit of play, lovely run, and a fantastic finish.
Cool. Running on to that. This is the kind of goal that Gyökeres should be scoring. Pinpoint pass, ball comes, one touch, pow, in the corner, finish, done, poked it in.
Yeah,
it was such a good goal.
Just thinking, why couldn't he find Gyökeres like that? But Gyökeres was, like I said, he's just being really sort of funny, like the way he just doesn't make himself available that much. I think his lack of movement for someone that, in that situation, you think this guy's meant to, he's scored how many goals, over the last couple of years, and it's just like, he's really, the lack of movement in those circumstances is a bit concerning for me, because I thought this guy will be pulling, just being a lot more active. I don't know if that's what if he was like that in Portugal, or whether he's just been told to maybe just restrict himself, just stay between the lines, sort of thing, between the 2 posts and stuff. I don't know, to act as a focal point, as someone said. So, but
he's
no,
walking too much, bro. He's walking too much. He's not creating. He has to create the space, doesn't he? He has to. And if you're not moving, or if you're not in motion, then how are you going to get the ball? The reason why obviously the ball was poked in like that was because he was in motion. Zubimendi was in motion. He ran between the 2 guys. The ball was poked through perfectly. Obviously, Odegaard likes those pinpoint passes. Yeah. And then he was at the end, on the end of it. His run was timed perfectly. He ran through the players. it's not that hard.
Yeah.
You know, obviously scientifically, to run into the right position so that you can be past the ball so that you can score the goal. It's not that hard. But all he's getting is scraps at the moment, all his headers and stuff like that. I think, like I said, he needs time on the training ground and he needs time settling, but he's definitely not what we're looking for. I think, like I said, get Kai back, get Jesus back, we'll be fine. But what I'd really like to know, bro, before we even go any photos, what was said at half time?
That's the thing, isn't it? Because I think it's like Steve has said in the chat, it's like we're a second half team, but we've seen it a few times this season where we come out in the second half and we just blow, teams away first 5-10 minutes.
I just think he tears them a new one, doesn't he? He must do.
Because but after a while, he's not going to have the same sort of impact, and maybe the players do it themselves. Maybe the players are the ones that team themselves up. Right? You know what Rice is like, very vocal.
Yeah,
you would have seen that, and he probably would have been saying something as well. But yeah, I just thought, it's going to be like a matter of time before they kind of break away and put one of their chances away. But the second goal. The second goal, Zubamani's one killed them, absolutely scrambled them, and then obviously you got the amazing finish from Trossard, who I thought had a really good game again. Was really secure with the ball, really moving it, picking things out. Just a constant menace there. He's had a fantastic season, man, so far.
I love him. I think this is the best season for us. I think. He got injured, didn't he? And before that, he was playing amazing. I was worried then that he might fall off again, but he's just come back. He doesn't seem to be the kind of. Remember last season, he seemed to be like always in a mood. I mean, he never happy anyway, but he just looked at him. He looked at him every time he came as a sub. He was coming on, not celebrating all this kind of big stuff. But this time, I think he feels, and he obviously might have been promised. I don't know that he starts most games, and he just looks happy. As happy as Trossard could look, really.
Yeah, he got more money. He's got more money, hasn't he? Yeah. He got a pay increase, so that's obviously helped him out as well. And fair play to him. I mean, obviously there was lots of talk about him maybe being the one to get shipped off, so we can get somebody in, and then obviously Martinelli as well. But to be fair, both of them they've been scoring goals, obviously apart from Martinelli with that miss at the weekend. But yeah, fantastic performance from Trossard. I thought all half he was pretty special. First half he was probably only one of the attackers because I think Gyökeres again and Saka were really, really poor. And then obviously Jesus comes on within minutes, seconds. He does he brings it all the way back to. What was it, 22-23 when he hit the ground running and started doing madness like this? I said to you on the voice, mate, I was like, "What are you doing? You can't be doing stuff like this."
It was just magical, wasn't it?
Amazing finish, and again, you said they saw the celebrations.
I belong to Jesus.
Even at the end when they're walking around, even Gyökeres came over and gave him a hug because obviously thinking, "Oh man, this is." It's gonna if it gets him to buck up his ideas and maybe start to look at things from the outside looking in, maybe it might be a good thing because this is a long way to go. We're at the halfway point in the league, so nothing's obviously people want to give us put pressure on us and say whatever, but nothing's decided yet. But it was a fantastic moment. It just brought it all back and. And if he's coming in looking like that, and he looked really sharp as well after the goal. He didn't just rest on his laurels. He was still making some good runs, some good football footwork and everything like that, and linking up play again. If he's doing that, and obviously you got Havertz to come in as well, it's boding well because, like you said, we want to have. Not just we haven't had a great start, a great first half of the season. Yes, where we are, obviously Champions League has been slightly different, but we want to have a great second half of the season, don't we? And if we do have that, then that basically we know what that will happen with where we are now. So, if Jesus is coming in and doing that, then we're in a really good place, man. Really, really good place. Brian says apparently we're not even on match of the day yet. as they're trying to find Unai at King's Cross Station to live present. He's gone, mate. He's Moses gone, mate. You're not going to find Unai.
I mean, social media will rip him to pieces for not being there. That was so unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, Arteta seemed shocked, but I'm sure. I mean, it'd be interesting to see what the PR, what the spin will be from them. Yeah. From his reasons and stuff like that, you probably say, "Oh yeah, I shook his hand inside in the dressing room or whatever." But yeah, Brenny said our second goal was like the Wenger days. That was not an Arteta goal. Yeah, it's probably going to drop whoever was involved in that goal. Is probably going to be double sessions tomorrow, and get them in, and then they won't see the pitch for two games like Madueke did. So they'll be.
That's good goal. I love it.
Yeah, and. Brian saying Trossard's just showing his experience and calm head in crucial moments, and that's what you need. Yeah, we're fighting all fronts. Yeah, absolutely. And Steve says he believes in Jesus.
I love it.
But yeah, just we thought where's our manners? Happy birthday to Ollie Watkins as well. So at least he got his goal. His customary goal against Arsenal. At least it didn't hurt us this time.
He was really annoying. The way he was trying to almost get a red card or yellow card for Big Gabby and all that nonsense.
Yeah, and then
I don't know if they were told in the dressing room, try and put it on them, try and get them carded. It just all seemed a bit.
Yeah,
they weren't focusing on football at all.
Yeah, there's a couple of things he did with Gabriel, didn't he? And he tried to have a running battle with him, and then second half he was trying to get. So like you're trying to get Hincapié.
Yeah,
he tried to get by a penalty off him, and then I think he ended up getting booked anyway because I think
he got a yellow card anyway. After that, he stopped all the nonsense.
I think he's still a bit hurt that he didn't get his dream move. I mean, I think we've spoken about it. I would have loved to have seen him at Arsenal as an option. Just as an option because he's a proven. Who would you rather have now? Would you rather have Watkins or would you rather have Gyökeres now? In the situation where we are now,
right now,
this guy's going to guarantee you goals, and running in behind and stuff like that, can hold up the ball, he's strong. I know he's 30, but if you're thinking, you're going to get Ollie Watkins for 2 seasons, and then you can maybe, get someone else in maybe the season after. For me, the way it's looking, that's what I said. Go with proven. Go with someone that you know.
I mean, I think, at the moment you would, and I do think it'd be interesting to see what happens in the summer. I think we'll go for someone younger, but I just think that still, how long has he got on his contract? Has he signed a new one?
I think he signed a new one. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. If he's come to the end of his contract, he's kind of quite a quick buy, isn't he? Quite a nice buy. Yeah. But at the moment, of course, you want Watkins because obviously Gyökeres is not scoring.
Yeah,
and he is. But the good thing about our team has always been that we get goals from everybody, and it's good to see Odegaard. I mean, it's taken over a year, but back to his best. I just think now that he's shooting again, obviously scored on the weekend, that he looks like he really is at it now again. Not just like running back and passing back, all this nonsense.
Yeah.
But actually, he really wants to score and he really wants to drive it forward, which I don't know what's happened, but something's clicked and he's much better. But 100%. I'll take Watkins at this time. Obviously I can't get him. I think Kai coming back there is going to be brilliant. I think he's going to be brilliant for us as long as he doesn't get injured. I think he's so big and strong. He's as tall as me. 6 foot 4.
Yeah, he's a big guy. Yeah, he's a
big strong guy. I think he'll make a difference in breaking the lines in some of these difficult games that we have. So let's look forward to it.
A statement win. Everybody was building this up as obviously informed Villa against us and Arsenal, and people were saying, I think Villa will win, and each of their own. We haven't lost at home yet, but a lot of people were tipping Villa to do something, obviously. And then when the Rice news came out,
What were you saying? Your head's on Mars or something?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, because I was thinking again. It's like it's every game. Every game we get someone
it's injuries,
back, and every game we lose someone. It was like this. It was Havertz today, and then we lost Rice, and Arteta was saying he had a kick on the knee. So hopefully he'll be back. Maybe if not for Bournemouth, he'll be back for Liverpool because that's the one after. But it's like every game we lose somebody, and then every game in the week we get someone back. We've got Ben White back as well. Ben White
it's nice to see him back.
So yeah, it's just
I do think though, bro, I think we're in a very, very, I mean, you're obviously showing it now, very, very positive position. I think today, like I said, is a statement win, and we must remember, even though Bournemouth is actually our halfway point, even though obviously it's 19 games, we've obviously played Villa now. I think Bournemouth, obviously, Semenyo is obviously going from the look of it before we play on the weekend. I don't think he'll play. I just feel like as long as we continue to play like that, if we can play like that, then there's no reason why we can't put on any team. There's no team we should fear. And I think by the time we get to the Man City game, even if we get a draw, it doesn't matter. I think the main thing that, and I've said it already, we need Big Gabby to be fully fit and Rice to be fully fit to really, really be strong. I'm not so worried about the front line because the goals will come, but I worry if Big Gabby, even he came off early today, if Big Gabby has come on too early. I mean, the Bournemouth game not too bad, but the Liverpool game he has to play. He has to play Liverpool game.
I think he'll miss out the Bournemouth one.
He'll miss the Bournemouth game because they want the Liverpool game for us to win that. So, but it is really important that he stays fit. Of all the players at the moment, 100%. And Rice needs to get back to fitness by that game as well. So 100%. We'll see what happens. But yes, Rice to be at the top, and and other people fall in Chelsea, and obviously, well, United weren't even in it, but Chelsea, and obviously Villa now. So let's see what happens with obviously City.
Yeah, we've got a lot of games coming up. As we can see under there, obviously the FA Cup comes in as well after that Liverpool game.
Yeah. That's Portsmouth, so we should be okay.
Then obviously, some interesting trips and stuff. So let's get into the Arsenal Above All 2025 award. So it's just obviously covering the whole year, and we've got your ones here, Matt. Yep. Your winners who you've given it to. Let's see if we can see it. So
there they are.
We've got the golden Premier League trophy. All done this thanks to Chat GPT. So if there's any mistakes, it's their fault, not me. So you got your player of the year as Declan Rice. Your unsung hero as Gabriel Magalhaes. Breakthrough player was Miles. This is obviously going over 2025, so obviously from January till now. Best signing has been Zubimendi. Most improved Timber. Defensive player Gabriel. You've been again goal of the year Rice, and the performance you've gone with Real Madrid the first leg. What was your? That's not even yours. That's Nick's ones. Where's your ones? Oh, there's your ones. Yeah, sorry. So player of the year Rice, unsung hero Marino, breakthrough player Hincapié, best signing Madueke, most improved Timber, defensive player Gabriel Magalhaes. Goal of the year, Rice. Performance of the year, the first leg against Madrid, and then obviously against Bayern as well. So, anything you want to pick out on that?
Yeah. I'll say a couple of things. So, firstly, Rice. I mean, we've talked about it today already. Best midfielder, one of the best midfielders in the world at the moment. Top three by every standard. We missed him tonight. So I mean, he's always in his category. He's always going to be right at the top. I think he's a captain. I think he's an all-round player. He runs the most for all the time. I looked at some of the kind of the stats for him. I mean, he's pretty much first for most things for Arsenal in his area of the pitch. So what a great player. And even I even wrote down that Rice is playing so well that even the opposition side want to score his corners. I brightened it on the weekend. So what a player. And obviously he's brought some magical moments to Arsenal. From his first goal, I think, against Man United, that goal was amazing. To, as we've talked about, the goals against Real Madrid. The first one, obviously, amazing, but to score the second one when they were ready and score it, I mean, incredible. Marino, we've talked about. I think up front he's been good for us in crucial moments. So we'll leave that one. In Camper, we've talked about a little bit about him. Madueke doesn't get enough time on the ball, but when he plays, amazing.
Yeah.
Timber, I'll talk about Timber. I'll talk about Big Gabby already, so I'll talk about him again. But the last one, Timber, I'd say is that with him, like I told you, I was at this game last year, and it was a draw. And also the games I went to, all Timber used to do last season was pass the ball back. He was scared to run forward. This season, he's taken on people. He's strong. He twist and turn people, put people on their backside. I mean, he's such a great player. So I don't know what's happened, but he's showing what we really signed him for, just an incredible right back. And to sit Ben White down just shows obviously how good he is. So those are my picks, and I'm happy with all of them, to be honest. I think Marino, like we just talked about, has got some work to do, but overall, I think these guys have been good. I think Capier, even though breakthrough player, had a funny night tonight, but stepping on people's hands and falling over inside the box, his own feet. I mean, that was so random. But overall, he's filled in a spot when, to be honest, he should have been only getting 20 minutes a game. He's been playing games, hasn't he? So
Yeah, true. That's a nice one, man. So let's have a look at Steve's in the chat. He sent through his, and what we've got here. We've got the player of the year. He went with Rice. Unsung hero was Raya. Breakthrough player Hincapié. Best signing Mosquera. Most improved Trossard. Defensive player Timber. Goal of the year Zubimendi v Forest. And performance of the year Eze. Obviously against top Spur. So that's some good ones there. Let's have a look and see. Neil, obviously the Arsenal Jason Bourne. The most dangerous Arsenal fan alive. He was there tonight, so obviously he's he's on his way back to what we don't know what location, but he's on the move, being tracked. He's gone player of the year Timber, unsung hero Marino, breakthrough player Doberman, which is Max Dowman. Best signing most improved Calafiori, which is a good shout as well, because obviously you like Timber as well. I think Calafiori, both the fullbacks have been amazing this year.
Definitely done better.
Defensive player Gabriel Magalhaes, goal of the year Rice, second free kick against Madrid, and performance on the season he's gone for Eze against them lot as well. It got yours, and obviously Nick, we kind of touched on Nick's one as well. He sent through his ones as well. Pretty much similar to some of yours. He's gone with obviously Zubimendi as the best signing, and his goal tonight kind of improves that. I thought first half he did struggle a little bit, and I think that was mainly really because of Marino, which is kind of weird because they've played together for so many times, haven't they? And it was just a bit weird how they were just functioning, because they've all played together before, haven't they? Marino, Odegaard. But again, it's Spain playing together in the Liga. It's very, very different to play together in the Premier League.
And I think Zubimendi, I'd say fair play to him, because these guys usually have a break. And he still kept going. I mean, and he's not really been injured, which is incredible for a guy who is playing his first season in the cold nights of the UK without
he's not had a winter break before. He's not had a season where he's not had a winter. He's always had a winter break. So
this is not broken. Yeah, fair play to the kid. So I like Zubimendi a lot, and I back all of that. The unsung hero thing, though. I mean, I'm not disputing. I'm just saying that I think Raya gets his flowers, man. There's so many goalkeepers on these programs, and the way they were waxing lyrical last week about the weekend game and tonight, even though obviously the other one went in, but the McGinn goal, McGinn should have scored that. But, I mean,
he messed up. He was just there.
I think.
I mean, you look at the goal that Watkins scored. I mean, it goes right through his. He should never have scored it, because Raya should have. He should be picking it up. It's not a hard shot. It's not been blasted at him. It's kind of rolled at him and it's gone through his hand. So that was a big error from him, really. And just glad it didn't cost us. Brian says they fanned United, and let's say he's Barcreen headed.
I think it's his first. Is it his first loss at Arsenal, Emirates, since he left?
No, we beat them before a couple of seasons ago. Not last season because that was 2-2. Not the season before because that was 2-0. The season before that, I think we beat them 2-1.
Was he? And he was there, was he?
I can't remember. I think he was.
I don't think.
I don't. I'm not sure because
I'm sure they said that as his first.
I know we beat them last. I know we beat them last season at theirs.
Oh yeah, we beat them. We beat them at theirs.
For the 2 goals. So maybe it might be right.
We beat them at theirs because I remember that goal where it bounced off the back of thingy. What's his name?
Martinez. When we won 4-2.
I remember that goal. But I mean, someone tell us in the chat if we're wrong. But I'm pretty sure that's his first loss at Arsenal. At the lost away, obviously. Yeah, so we've even played against him in the Europa as well, haven't we? When he was there with Villarreal, so he's he's always stopped us from doing something. Steve says, I think players like Timber have had time to adjust now, and it just shows a little patience can go a long way. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, look, here he is. Speak his name, and he appears. Yeah, the most dangerous Arsenal fan alive, Neil Shah. Hello, right on time. I'm sure he enjoyed. Yeah, what a game! That was first Premier League game he's enjoyed this season. Rubbish. It's been pretty. It's been pretty poor. So it'd be good to actually watch that back and see. Yeah, it's nice.
Some of the bits and pieces in the second half. Yeah, and he said,
nice way to round off the year, right? So
over to Xhaka, and he's just saying he's on the train back here as well. Yeah, thanks for dropping in, Neil. Really appreciate it. So obviously City got Sunderland, haven't they, on New Year's Day?
Yeah.
So that's going to be an interesting one. I don't know. I might be actually going to watch the City game against Chelsea.
Really?
So that'd be interesting to watch it from a neutral perspective, going undercover. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Oh, nice.
But yeah.
I mean, listen. After tonight, I'm actually. I'm not saying it's all tied up, but I think that we definitely the confidence that the team will get from tonight. Just the manner in which we beat a team who beat us, only other team to beat us, only 2 teams beat us all season. But the manner in which we put it on them, and they're only missing a couple of people to my knowledge, and we obviously missing people as well. Definitely give them confidence that we can get the job done. But like I said to you offline, is that I feel like the fluidity has always been brilliant in the Champions League. And I feel Champions League is, we'll see what happens. But I think both sides of the coin are looking very positive now, because now it's up to City to catch us. And regardless of the situation, we've got a bigger squad than them of quality. I mean, look at our bench. He didn't even play. People who sat down. Eze didn't even get a start. Didn't even get a game there. So Noni was thrown on, but obviously it was just to rest some other legs. I just think we are. This is the strongest and most confident I've felt after today. And again, I go back to Big Gabby, and hopefully we buy some people in January. But I think Big Gabby is pivotal at this point in time to making sure that we keep the ball out of the net. So we'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got Brenny as well. He sent through his nice. As well. Appreciate that. Thanks as well. So he's gone with player Gabriel, unsung hero Declan Rice, breakthrough player Miles, best signing Eze, most improved Miles, defensive player Gabriel, goal. I don't know if you put anything for goal, but the performance he put Madrid. Yeah, and I'm probably thinking he's probably put down Rice as the goal as well. I think that's what most of us have put down.
We've talked offline about MLS. I'm I don't know. It's a debate, right? But I think MLS is having not the season they had last season. I'm sorry. But it is.
Something's gone on there, whether it's a knock of confidence. Maybe it's just you got to think the way he came in. He came in to help us out in a situation where we had all those injuries again, and he just had to come in and he would sink or swim. And fair play to the kid, he was amazing, and maybe it's just caught up with him, and people have studied his game, know that he likes to protect the ball, take maybe one or two more touches. So you'll see now that a lot of people will be on top of him, and I think he just needs to work on that. But he's a midfielder, isn't he? He's not a left back. He's a defensive midfielder. So it's going to be interesting to see how he's utilised going forward, because he still is coming on as a left back, rather than being trusted to come on in midfield. And I think tonight he could have probably put him there. I think he's got the running power, he's got the strength to get involved in that and help us out. But his option, I'm sure at some point in the season he will get back into the team, and it will be because of an injury, or it'll be in a different position, like in midfield. We'll see. But I
think Berta will buy someone in the summer. I think this. I mean, they're obviously talking about January buying somebody, but I think we're pretty confident from the soundings that we've heard. There's probably going to be a midfielder or two. But I think left back is probably a summer thing. But just like saying that MLS, but Eyebrows not allowed to forward as his passes. It's true. I agree with what you said. I think people have figured him out, and because he's young, he's become a little bit predictable too early. He needs to change up his game, become unpredictable, and that's what makes someone like that, an asset, as opposed to just someone who's just there, running at people. If you're going to run at people, make sure it's a 1-2 with somebody. Don't just run at people for the sake of it. I think that's what I like about Jesus, is that I know it's a different position, but he's unpredictable. Sometimes he runs straight. Sometimes he does a 1-2 of people. Sometimes he drifts in. He does everything. Yeah. I think that if MLS is going to be midfield, I don't think he's trusted, because he is predictable. He loses the ball all the time, when he didn't lose it last season at all. I mean, that goal against Man City was through one person, through two people. And slapped them. But this season has one touch, loses the ball. 1-2 touches, loses the ball. You can't do that at this level. Especially playing for a team like us. We were trying to win the league.
Hopefully it's just a phase, and he'll snap out of it. And like I said, there will come a time when I'm sure that we'll have to turn to him to help us out of the situation. How things are with Arsenal, with injuries and stuff. So Neil's obviously buzzy. He's saying it's going to be the quad still.
And it'd be nice to win the League Cup, to be fair.
That
trophy thing off our back.
Just to get them to celebrate something. It really will be good. And Brian's saying Camavinga is available at 60 mil. He's someone that we've kind of been linked with in the past, and I think he's got those attributes which we kind of lack in terms of the covering the ground. And
what about Rafael Leo, who's obviously an Arsenal fan?
He's a winger. He's a left winger, isn't he? So it will be interesting to see what happens with him. He's always been linked with us. I think Berta likes him, but I think with Berta, with Yorker as being a Berta signing, I don't know whether he's got much credit in that regard in terms of attacking sense. Obviously, he's got it from Mosquera and Hincapié to a certain extent, but Eze, I probably would say he's his signing as well. I would say that. I think Noni, Arteta would probably say he's his signing, because he's obviously Chelsea thing, and he wants to make them
I think someone who would be brilliant, would be perfect, but he's never going to go mid-season, is McTominay. I love McTominay.
He's been unreal. He's been unreal, hasn't he?
He's incredible. Napoli. And I think that we would pay him the wages. He'd probably want to come back. He would come back, I think, in a heartbeat if he could. But I just can't see Napoli letting him go mid-season. No. But I think that summer, watch this space, everybody listening. I think we're going to go for McTominay. I've got a feeling that he's just one of those guys who just fits our system perfectly, and he knows the Premier League.
It'd be interesting.
United should never have got rid of him, to be honest. But
no, I don't know what they were doing there. I don't know what they were doing there. But that's United at the moment. They're just making some really stupid decisions.
I can draw it at home against Wolves. That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, if they'd have lost, that would have been so funny. You know, but yeah, it shows you that they think they're back, and then they do that, you know. And if you look at their Christmas fixtures, United's one, they're so easy, you know, and they haven't managed to get any benefit from it. So, oh well.
It's funny because I've been to my guy in United, and I told him exactly what we're saying here. That look, you know, Gyökeres and your manager Amarim are peas in a pod. They've come from Sporting with big reputations, and both of them have flopped. And that, you know, that speaks volumes. If they both have done the same thing, which is come and not done anything at all of any note. So it just shows really, you know, I mean, Bruno Fernandes came from that league, right? But for the most part, you have to be careful with these guys. You have to be careful. What was that?
Very
Someone
true.
put something there about McTominay.
Brian said McTominay has been linked and would make our midfield even more powerful. Yeah,
100%.
it would.
100%. I like McTominay. I thought he was always brilliant for United.
You always gave them 100%. He always popped up, you know, and he had a bit of an all-round sort of side to him. So yeah, it can be interesting. I'm sure. Bert has got his spies out, and you know, let's see what happens. But no, fantastic end to the year. It's been an interesting 2025 for Arsenal. Let's see if 2026 is the year where we actually get over the line. Obviously, it all starts with Bournemouth, and then obviously we kick on from there. We'll be back probably after the Liverpool game, but we may have a preview one for that because it's going to be pretty hectic with travelling and stuff like that. So we'll see. But no, thank you, Mac, for your time. I'm sure you're going to be watching.
I'm seeing you enjoyed your rum all the way through.
Yes, man. I'm going to go and get some more and everything, and try and
celebration.
Yeah. End of the year, seen another year in, seen a good win, and everyone's fine. And we'll be back probably maybe for a preview show for the Liverpool game, but if not, we'll be back definitely for the reaction show for the Liverpool game, and hopefully crack on with a few. There's lots of games in January, so there'll be a few more shows from us moving forward. Thanks, Mac, for your support. Thanks to everyone who has watched.
Yes.
Everyone that's been on the show: Neil, Brian, Stephen, Brenny, Nick, Lauren, Melvin, James, Cornelius has been on, Dean's been on. Hopefully want to get those guys back on soon. Obviously open to new guests as well. Anyone I've missed out, apologies. I'll just blame the rum. That's the reason I've forgotten. But no, thanks for all the support. Thanks for all the comments that come in as well. I try and make sure I put everyone's up so you can feel part of the show. Because it's your show just as much as it's mine. Do this out of love, man, because obviously love talking about Arsenal and talking about it in a nice, fun, sensible, kind of different, unique way or way of talking about it and stuff. So thank you for the support. Thanks for everyone that's been kind to the show and dropped some great comments in. We'll be back in the new year, and a couple of days. And let's hope this is the year where we see some silverware and have a big party and lots more rum in May. So from Mac, Mac, all the best, mate. Love to the family.
All the best. Happy New Year.
Have a great night tomorrow. Everyone else who's watching and in the comments, have a great day and evening tomorrow, and see you in the new year. All that's left to say, come on, you Gunners, let's do it. This is the year. Well, this isn't the year. Next year is going to be the year.
2026.
So
come on.
Come on.